Good morning. My name is K. Giridhar Rao. I am the chemistry faculty. Now I am working in Gayatri Junior College, Srikakulam district. Since 2009, I am working as chemistry lecturer. My overall experience as the IIT faculty is 8 years. As the chemistry lecturer, my experience is 11 years. Now today I am discussing about complex compounds. What about the complex compound? What about the complex compound? How can we explain the complex compounds? Before that, we will discuss the introduction about complex compound. Generally, acid combined with base. Generally, acid combined with base, and that is converting into salt. Okay, the byproduct is water, but the main product is water. But when salt is combined with another salt, that means two salts, not only two salts, two or more salts combined together, that becomes like an addition compound. When the two or more salts are combined together, that becomes like addition compound. But that addition compound is also called as molecular compound. That addition compound is also called as molecular compound. Okay, when two or more salts combine together, that becomes like addition compound. That is also called as molecular compound. Okay, generally acid is combined with each other and that is converting into salt. When two or more salts combine together, that becomes like addition compound or molecular compound. But this addition compound is two types. One is double salt, another one is complex compound. Okay, these are the two types of compounds. One compound is double salt, another one is complex compound. Okay, double salt is addition compound, complex compound also addition compound. These two compounds are formed by the combination of two or more salts. Okay, like this. We will discuss examples also. What is the double salt? How the double salt formed? What is the complex compound? How the complex compound also formed? Suppose here KCl, that is one salt, potassium chloride, and that is combined with magnesium chloride, MgCl2. Here two salts are combined together with 6 water molecules. Two salts are combined together with 6 water molecules, and this is converting into KCl, MgCl2 and 6H2O. This is the molecular compound, addition compound. These two salts are combined together. Okay, addition process taking place with 6 water molecules, that becomes like this compound. Actually, this is the molecular compound, addition compound. Its name is carnallite. Its name is carnallite. This is the double salt. That is carnallite. Actually, that is the double salt. Suppose KCN. This is the potassium cyanide. KCN, potassium cyanide. This is one type of salt. This is one type of salt. That KCN is combined with FeCN twice. This is the ferrous cyanide. Potassium cyanide is one salt. Ferrous cyanide is also another salt. So these two salts are combined together. In this reaction, one compound prepared like this compound K4 FeCN 6 times. K4 FeCN 6 times. Okay. So here these two compounds are combined together. These two compounds are combined together like this one compound prepared. Here 4 moles of the KCN taken like this. Its name is potassium. its name is potassium ferrocyanide. Potassium ferrocyanide. The first compound formed by the combination of the two salts. Here the second compound also formed by the combination of two salts. But this is the complex compound. This is the complex compound. Actually, these two compounds are addition compounds only. These two compounds are molecular compounds only. But first one is a double salt and second one is complex compound. Okay. But what is the main difference between this double salt and this complex compound? Okay. Here double salt, suppose that compound only taken, that is carnallite KCl MgCl2 6H2O. Now in this reaction, in this first reaction, potassium chloride is combined with magnesium chloride. Potassium chloride is combined with magnesium chloride. Here carnallite prepared. Carnallite prepared. This is the double salt. There is no chemical reaction between the potassium chloride and magnesium chloride. There is no chemical reaction. Just the two salts are combined together. That is just physical addition. There is no chemical reaction. The two salts are physically added. Now this is the physical addition. So by the physical addition of the two or more salts, we can prepare double salts. So double salts can be prepared by the physical addition of two or more salts. Double salts can be prepared by the physical addition of two or more salts. But what about the complex compound? Complex compound means here potassium cyanide is combined with ferrous cyanide. Here there is a chemical reaction between these two salts. So chemical reaction will be taking place. Here potassium cyanide, 4 moles of the potassium cyanide. Potassium cyanide means K plus and Cr minus. That compound will be ionized like this. 4 KCl means 4 K plus and 4 cyanide ions. These cyanide ions are combined with ferrous salt. So like this, here there is the chemical reaction. Chemical reaction will be taking place between these two salts. So due to the chemical addition, here this is addition, but that is chemical addition because chemical reaction taking place between these two salts. So due to the chemical addition process, this compound prepared. So this is the complex compound. But in these two cases, here two or more salts taken, they are combined together, but the reaction will be different. The addition process will be different. Okay, in the first case, physically added, there is no chemical reaction. But in the second condition, here the two salts are combined together. That is the chemical reaction. That is the chemical reaction. That is the main difference between double salt and complex compound. Double salt and complex compound. Here, what is the another difference? What is the another difference? Here, suppose this double salt taken, the double salt dissolved in the water. That means that is diluted. The double salt is dissolving in the water. What will happen? This potassium chloride will be ionized like K plus and Cl minus. Magnesium chloride also will be ionized Mg2 plus and 2Cl minus. That means the total compound, that means the total salts present in the double salt will be completely ionized. So this is complete ionization. So that double salt ionized completely. This is the complete ionization. So double salt undergoes complete ionization. Next one, suppose this one taken. This is the K4 FeCN 6 times. In this one, suppose this compound undergoes hydrolysis. That is dissolving in the water. This compound undergoes hydrolysis. The compound is dissolving in the water. Now what will happen? In this particular reaction, this one that becomes like 4K plus and FeCN 6 times 4 minus. The compound ionizes like this. Actually, based upon this concept, we are expecting, but not correct. How we are expecting? That becomes like K plus potassium ion, ferrous ion Fe2 plus ion, and cyanide ion Cl minus ion. We are expecting like this, but this is wrong. That compound not ionized like this. That compound will be ionized like this only. This compound not ionized like this. This is wrong. So this is not completely ionized. Actually, this ferrous ion and cyanide ion both are in the complex sphere, complex part. That's why only the complex part is one ion. This is called as complex ion. But ferrous ion and cyanide ion not individually ionized. So this is called as partial ionization. This is called as partial ionization. That is the important point, very, very important point. This is the major difference between double salt and complex compound. Next one. In this double salt, suppose in this scarlet only, potassium ion prepared, potassium ion formed, magnesium ion formed, and chloride ion also formed. But in this one, only potassium ion formed, and this is the ferrous cyanide ion formed, but ferrous ion and cyanide ion not formed. In this condition, in the laboratory, this compound will give the qualitative test for the potassium ion, magnesium ion, and chloride ion. Directly we can identify in the laboratory. Okay, potassium, it will give the test for the potassium ion. At the same time, test for the magnesium ion. At the same time, test for the chloride ion. But in this one, suppose we are observing in the laboratory, we are analyzing in the laboratory, it will give only the test for the potassium ion. This compound will give only the test for potassium ion, but this compound will not give the test for ferrous ion and cyanide ion. Okay, na? This compound will not give the test for ferrous ion and cyanide ion. This is the main difference. This is also the difference. Okay, so we have discussed mainly three differences. What is that one? Double salt can be prepared by the physical addition of two or more salts. Complex compound can be prepared by the chemical addition of the two or more salts. Next point. This compound undergoes hydrolysis. The compound completely ionized, but complex compound undergoes hydrolysis, that is partially ionized. Next one. Here in this one, in the double salt, all ions, either cation or anion, all ions will give the qualitative test in the laboratory. But in this one, only this ion, this is the ionic sphere. Okay, the ion is present in the ionic sphere will give the qualitative test for the ion, qualitative test in the laboratory. But here, this is the complex ion. That complex ion, the ions in the complex part is not giving the qualitative test. This is the major differences between, these are the major differences between double salt and complex compound. Okay, na sir? Okay, thank you sir, thank you very much.